Alright guys, how you guys doing today? This is your boy Lewis with Demigods Gaming. Appreciate you guys stopping up today on today's live stream. So got a couple more things to set up. Alright. Alright, thank you guys for stopping up today. Just going through finalizing last little bit. We are doing something fun today. We are going to be streaming Space Engineers. Keep on working on upgrading the base and finalizing it. Alright. We are all set up, good to go. I hope everybody's having a great day. I appreciate you guys stopping up today. That being said, go ahead and pop that in there real quick. And alright, we are on Space Engineers today. Today we are looking to continue with the base upgrade. We're going to go ahead and finish up welding up a couple pieces, and additional to that, we're going to start our beginning steps to creating our space miner. All right. Now I do have a question for those of you that have been watching out. So I have another in my playthrough base, the one that I played through for fun. I have this ship right here. I don't know what I want to do with it yet. I'm debating if I want to convert it into a cargo hauler or convert this into a warship. I have somewhat the base skeleton going. Not 100% sure what the outline of what we're going to do. So let me know what you guys think that we should do on that one. Alright, we're going to go back over here. Alright, so for the space miner, we got a set. We're going to go ahead and get our jig set up again. Let's go ahead and get our jig. Let me double check, make sure. We're going to need some steel plates. Thought my mouse was already activated, but apparently I was wrong. Alright. Put that over there. My question is, should I go large grid or should I go small grid? What do you guys think? Let's turn up the volume of the game a little bit so you guys can hear. That's a little bit too loud. Alright. Now that we have that one set up, let's go ahead and get get ourselves set up with that. Alright, now we're going to go work on this. These on going right there. So it's kind of the same process that we did when we built the miner, with a couple different changes. When we built the miner, we did with the cargo container, and then from the cargo container we moved over and started with the process of the cargo container, and then we started with the rest of doing that. These ships are a little bit different because in order to get out of here from space, from Earth to space, you are going to need to use hydrogen. Remember why I was telling you guys why I was going after the ice and getting the tanks to fill up and everything like that? It's because we need to use hydrogen. Let's go ahead and get this all set up. Make sure we're good. Right there. Okay. So we're going to start there. From there, we are going to add. We need to add a cargo container. We are going to do, once again, go with the medium. So see, we need interior plates. So let's go grab some. Alright. Get some interior plates. Now we're going to get the cargo container on there. We're going to go with the medium. There we go. We got a medium. Next thing is kind of the same process that we did the small grid ship. Go there, and then we'll add the cockpit. There you go. We have the cockpit added. This is where it's going to be a couple changes we're going to do. Because we need to have an oxygen generator. We got to put oxygen tanks. So before we continue, we're going to go ahead and let's get these components going. Now, because we are going to space, the ship's going to be a little bit different. Remember when we did the miner? That the miner was going to be up, down, everything like, you know, no downward thrusters. Well, now in space, we have to add downward thrusters. Let's go ahead and let those produce in. And while I'm looking at over here, I'm trying to think. See what we're going to do with this build. Those of you that are watching, see what we have going on. Let me know what you guys think. All right. Because remember, I don't like using printers. So no two of my ships ever look the same. Because normally before when I build them, I normally build them with it on the bottom. But I kind of want to try something different. Honestly, I kind of want to lightweight try something different. Let's see here. Because the thing is we need to add this. This is our oxygen generator. Because what I normally do in the past is I put it right here. See what I'm saying? What I can do... No. This is usually where it always gets me. Alright, I got an idea. It's always the fun about building in this game. Let's try this. Alright. Kind of may work. Let's take a look. Hmm. So we're gonna go ahead and. No, that's not the one I want. There we go. Go with that. Let's get the cockpit on there.
Energy low.
The good old saying, energy low. Alright, let's take a look at that, see what we think. But now at the base, we have the refill station, so our energy fills up really quick. And on top of that, we have the med kit. So now we have all that, and we should be good to go. Let's go ahead and weld this back up. That's the one thing I like about this game. You're always looking for different ways to tweak it. Tweak your builds. Pretty much how fast that stuff produces in this base. Alright, let's take a look. There you got all 5 construction components. Alright, we got that. Now let's build us some batteries. We'll go ahead and go with the Warframe batteries. So those of you that want to build in, you can add a survival kit back here, so just in case something happens, you can respawn back to it. I'm not going to do that. But it wouldn't be a bad idea. We're going to use the new thrusters that came out with the latest DLC, because I just love the look of them. Kind of see what I'm talking about? Things look pretty bad. Yep. We're going to go there. What we're going to do on this one, we're going to add a couple of the modded ones. Just for that extra oomph of power. I know it's not going to match what we're trying to accomplish, but unfortunately, with this style, I could add an upward thruster right there, but alright, we'll get that going. Alright, we have that going. Let's get ourselves some backward thrusters. Side thrusters. Alright, now we have that set up for us. Go ahead and get us some down thrusters. We're just gonna stick to tier 3s. So we got that going. Go ahead and pop on the battery so I know the placement for everything else. Alright, got those. Got my up, down, forward, backwards. Okay, let's go ahead and get our oxygen tank on there. I'm just gonna go ahead and go with the small oxygen tank. Place that there. Place a small conveyor converter. Alright. Get that on there. Next one we're going to work on is, let's get some gyroscopes on there. Let's go ahead, after getting the gyroscopes on there, let's go ahead and so I want to add a different. All right, let's keep it going. So we got that. What all do we need to make what we need? Huh. That is a lot to weld those up, as I see. All right, that's a little project gonna be have to put on side because I have to collect some stuff. I don't think I have enough at the other base to craft that. Let me go double check. All right, let's take a look. Because I burned through a lot of it building that one. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough. I'm not going to have enough. All right. Well, there's a way I can get enough. Let me rephrase that. It's not going to be a fun method. It's going to take a while, but we'll go ahead and start it up. There it is. Got the ship a little bit heavy there. Right, let's keep on going back up. Let's go ahead and get that going. So right now, all we have is oxygen. We might as well start. Where's that ice at? I still have the ice on me. So what we'll do Go ahead and let that ice start producing. Switch this over to stockpile so I can start filling up. Then we should be good. And then I'll go ahead and drop this one on there. Let that fill up. Alright, let's go ahead and start closing this up. Alright. Let's keep this going. Put all these down and then we'll get them welded up. Alright, this is the fun part with welding. Endless going process. That all's taken care of. And it's right now just a... Oop. You know what? I'm a bonehead. Get all these welded up first. Alright. Then we'll go ahead and set this up, starting closing it back here first. Then we work our way over. Alright, now we got this bad boy. Then we're gonna go to about here. What we'll end up doing is doing it kind of like at an angle. So we'll do like a little pitch on the top that takes it up from the assembler. Because if you take a look at the assembler and all that stuff. Alright, let's see. As we continue to go, get those welded up. Here, we can go one more out. Energy low. Gotta love it every time it says that. Ran out of steel plates. Gotta get our energy filled up. Once we have our energy filled up, now let's get some more steel plates producing. Alright, now with that, we're going to go ahead and no more steel plates going, so this kind of throws a little bit of a damper on everything now, don't it? So we got that, got the steel producing. I think, let me see here. This works out the way I want it to. Kind of give the base a little bit of angle shape. What do you guys think? Those of you that are watching. Okay. Stainless, that steel should have gotten done producing. Yep. Go ahead and get the rest of this welded up. messed up. Alright, trying to look at here. So I'm trying to make it to where it flies like I want it to, without having to add so many of the big thrusters. You know what I mean? It's definitely one of those fun ideas. So what do you guys think? Those of you that are watching the stream, let me know what you guys think. Should I just go with non-modded thrusters versus modded thrusters? Just so we could take an adventure out to space? Questions, ideas. That's the part I love about this game, that you can build something. Once you're done building it, you figure out a way to make it better, and you'll go through and make your adjustments that you need. Let's see how much uranium we pulled from that run. Alright, we're gonna need more. So with that being said, oop, see what happens when you forget to take your batteries out for recharge? I couldn't tell you how many times I've done that. Put the batteries to recharge when I'm at base, and then when I go click the button, oop, wrong button. Watch the weight. There it is. Come on, come on, come on, come on, go up, 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 go up. Come on. He's too fat. There we go. Let's go ahead and get... Yeah, definitely next goal is eventually we are going to go ahead and build a better... miner that can handle a little bit more weight. Because this thing, it looks like about when you hit about close to 40,000, that's about it. That's its point. Start charging, plugged in. Let's go ahead and put this back on the cargo terminator. Terminal. Alright, we'll get this bad boy going. Let's go ahead and keep this next process. Building the base up. more. So once we pass here, once we get this one passed, we should be good. Because then from here, what we'll do is we'll do this. Give it the base a little bit of fun shape. I'll have to put another one right here. That one right there. That one right there. That may work. You know what? We're gonna do this one. We'll go ahead and do this one at the end. Like that. Follow a little. I can live with that. What you guys think? Get that going. And then what we can do is, what kind of door do we want? Well, we can kind of go with this door. We'll look at it, see what it looks like after we put it up, build it up and everything. Take a look if that works for us. All right, let's get this welded up a little bit. Too many open grids. I'm definitely trying not to cause any issues on the server, so trying to be a good boy. I don't want to be getting in trouble. I get in trouble enough as it is at home. Alright, keep that going. Going right there. All right. You know what? Kind of like that look a little bit. Little. Those right there. Let's go ahead and put this to fabricate. Let's take a look what it looks like after we're done. Because then, what I'm going to do, something I like to do when I build shit, it's not going to work on that piece. Alright. Okay. Got that all set up good. Just then, that'll work out perfect. Setting up the process to run the conveyors. Those of you that are wondering. Get that going. Do a T right here. Then the T will go into a curve. And that would lead to another curve right there. This one will run straight into a curve. Into another curve. So what's going on, if you're trying to figure out what am I trying to do, when I build a base, I like to do this. Cargo terminal there, and recharge station right there. So for both, I need interior plates. I'm going to go ahead and grab an interior plate. Should be the little components. Let's see. Charging station. Cargo terminal. Then when you go inside, cargo terminal on the inside, and another charging station on the inside. So now if you take a look, now I can access both of them from inside and out. And it kind of gives it a nice aesthetic look outside too. Once I get it welded up, you'll see what I'm talking about. Go ahead and weld this door real quick. Alright, now that we have that door welded.
Energy low.
Oh, the infamous saying, energy low. We all gotta love that saying in this game. So those of you that are watching it, if you played the game, how often does that saying drive you crazy? Because I'll tell you right now, I got a buddy of mine, he says it by heart. And we got to the point where we're playing another game and he goes, stamina low. But the way he says stamina, he says it a certain way that it just cracks me up. even catches my wife off guard. Alright, keep on. Alright, now we have that going. Now we should have the rest of the components to build these. Let's go ahead and get them assembled. So you guys kind of see what I'm talking about? How does it look aesthetic wise? I'm a big fan of doing this look. Really, Cujo? Need your teeth brushed? I'll brush your teeth right now. Come on. Go to bed. Alright, so with that, we just do it on the inside. And on top of that, if you look at it on the inside, see how kind of cool the system looks? I've grown becoming a fan of it, for sure. We'll get this all welded up. Okay, we got what? A couple more pieces left to fully assemble. So we take a look. Once we get those done, we'll be all wired up. Now we can actually access them from out here.
Fuel low.
So the same thing we'll have up here. We'll be able to do that outside. Now as we're building ships once we get the base closed up. For right now, it hasn't been a nuisance because the base isn't fully closed up. But look at that. We need to collect 1,500 gravel just to be able to make everything we need to do to ship. So, yeah. It's a lot. But it wouldn't be fun if it was easy. Alright, now that we have this all set up, now check this out, guys. These two things right here, in my opinion, was a great quality of life that they added to the game. Again, in my opinion. I think I catch myself out of all the DLC items I have. I think that's one that I use the most. Those of you that are watching, let me know what you guys think. These all welded up. Alright. Plus, it kind of makes, in my opinion, makes the base look good. Just look at that. I don't know. At least to me it does. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, which is fine. If you guys don't, I just like it. Done. We gotta add. So we're gonna take these down right here. Alright, we're taking those down. Let's go ahead and put these up here. Now, crazy idea. Should we do like a skylights? I think that'd be really cool to do. Never done skylights at a base. Seems like something interesting. Keep in mind that this server is a PvE server, so you don't have to worry about too much PvPing. I don't know, I kind of like that idea. Let's run with it. What do you guys think? Should we run with it just for the heck of it? Interesting. Ideas, ideas, ideas. Interesting. Taking a look at something while I'm thinking. Alright, let me do some thinking. Let's get these welded up while I'm trying to debate what I should do. Starting to look like somewhat on that side like a base. Then there's everything else. Alright, let's see. If we go over here, so I want to add 11 quarters and everything here. But I also like going underground and building stuff underground. But the only problem is every time I've done it on a Earth-like world, for some reason it always just starts coming back, and usually I've never had the luck with it. The only time I've had the luck doing like a submerged style base in a crater was one of the servers I played on that we actually built it on the moon. Nice part was it was a pretty nice sized crater and had a lot of flat spot around it, and it wasn't that far from the ice. Well, me and my friends ended up calling it was the ice field. It was actually what we called it. All right, guys. With that one, we're gonna go ahead and call this a stream for tonight. I do have to wake up early tomorrow morning, but I do appreciate you guys stopping up today, spending time with me. You guys take care. You guys have a great night.